And this is a very subtle thing, David, but I think it's so important. If you're going to be a mature believer in like right relationship, what is a right relationship? With you and your wife and me and my wife, we are in a right relationship when we've been able to talk through concerns, when we've been able to talk through misunderstandings or hurtful things that we've done, or right. And so a right relationship is having dealt um, honestly, fairly, um, with hurt or disappointment, right? Part of that is me saying I'm sorry and I was wrong on that. But and part of it is actually talking through about whatever that issue is. And so that's with you and me and our wives and our children too. Even though yours are younger still, you can have a healthy. You can say you're sorry to your kids, right? Even though they're younger, and they appreciate that and they understand that. And I would do it with mine, and mine are older. But my point is, the other side of that same coin is a right relationship with God means dealing rightly with what He says, instead of being in denial about our own personal sin, our own being judgmental towards others, and these whatever that might be. So if I'm going to be in a right relationship with, I mean, this is where we say, if I'm going to be in a right relationship with God and I'm going to be a saved person and come to salvation, I got to come on His terms, right? I'm going to come. I can't come to God and actually be a Christian and but I've come on my terms. That's that's not that's not a saved no saved person who is actually born again comes to God and is actually saved when they come on their own terms. You can't make up your own rules when it's God's universe. You got to come you got to come to Him on His terms. And so as salvation goes, that's why I agree with God that I'm a sinner and I can't save myself. He's holy, I'm not. I need Him, and so I'm coming on His terms.
Yeah.
That is a right relationship with God. And if we're gonna have a right relationship with God, as far as this condemnation versus conviction goes, um, if I'm going to let Him heal me, David, I'm going to let Him restore me. I gotta agree with Him about the stuff that He says about me, or I'm not really restored. I haven't got healed when I've denied my part, my culpability in the problem. But if I come to Him on His terms, then I can be restored rightly and be healed um, in my relationship with Him. So conviction is intended to heal and restore, and it's intended to be redemptive, right? For us to be redeemed